Okay, if we were to, if you really want to talk about consequentialism that bad, okay? If we were to take a consequentialist point of view
I want to
this,
talk about why this matters to you, dude.
why it matters to me is because I think that people that have the means to do so have a higher calling to do so, and I think it is ethically wrong for you to float through life and act like every other person. If you have
everyone do it then?
What?
This is totally has turned into father and son here.
Yep,
immensely. Son, principles matter.
Dad?
Principles matter.
Why should
Dad,
everyone
kill all the Jews?
But Dad, I'm getting so much play here. I'm killing it.
Everyone should. Everyone should act in accordance with their ethical principles to the greatest degree that they have the ability to.
Who cares with the people? Wait, hold on.
I care.
So do you wait? Hold on. Wait. Hold
Yes.
on. So for like chauvinists or misogynists, do you think it's ethical for them to like rape people because it's a part of their like internally consistent misogynistic worldview that women are?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Vaush, the answer is yes. He thinks there's such a thing as ethical rape, Vaush. That's exactly what Destiny believes.
Well, as long as it's your principles,
I know it. That's why you watch his channel so much. That's why you're such a big fucking fan, Vaush. You know, what a fucking stupid question.
It's so crazy.
Sorry.
Well, the reason Destiny cares, or anyone cares, is that if you're advocating for some moral behavior, generally it's more difficult to engage in that behavior than it is to engage in whatever is the normal.
Yes.
Behavior. It would be more difficult for society to switch to socialism than it would be to continue existing through capitalism. And if you're a person advocating for socialism and you're not even going to make the effort or the work to live these principles, why the fuck should anyone else do that?
Yeah.
And that's definitely relevant to Destiny, who's arguing against socialism and says, well, look, even the fucking people who preach this shit don't live the principles, so why the fuck should anyone else? So it's a great argument against socialism. That's why he fucking cares. That's why anyone cares.
Yeah. Great point.
Property?
Sure, if that's part of their worldview, then yeah, then they're, why do that's why you realize that I got banned from Twitter. I got banned from Twitter because I made fun of alt-righters for being fucking like half Persian or half Serbian or fucking half Indian, because that's stupid. It's hypocritical.
Wait, hold on. There's a difference between making fun of a person for being hypocritical.
And that's why you got banned from Patreon, Sargon.
Yep.
In some respect.
Which is fine and always okay, and saying it's good if a person is consistent, even if their consistent values would lead to a lot more harm in the world. So I just want to be really clear, because
I can't believe he's making the argument that it's better to be inconsistent than a conservative. Like, that's basically why he's making this argument. It's so crazy.
Yes.
Well, he doesn't ever put any moral content in the act, and so he's addressing exterminating Jews as if it's the same as just whatever, you know, any other act, because there's no moral content in the action itself, so it's just about the consequence. So it's like, okay, but that's not how everyone thinks. Nobody thinks that. Nobody sensible thinks that there's you know, the ends are justified, the means are justified by the end. Sorry, the ends justified by the means.
Yeah, that's it. It's the Thanos thing.
Sorry, yes.
It's like if you're
apart from supervillains, that you know, Vaush's supervillain position. Outside of that, nobody holds that. You know,
he's basically going to the argument that, do you think genocidal maniacs should be consistent just because their principle is to kill everybody? Oh, Destiny. Oh my God, I can't believe you're arguing for consistency in people.
I believe you're such a fan of this guy, Vaush.
It's so bizarre. I mean, nobody's arguing that maniacs who have a completely fringe ethical system, you know, nobody's arguing that cannibals should maintain consistency here.
I can't believe you're denigrating my pro-maniac stance here.
Way to fucking dodge. Way to dodge. I mean, the gymnastics here are epic.
In obvious good faith as well, Vaush. That's just it. It's just obvious good faith.
That's right.
If you were saying this to me, I could understand it because you don't like me, but this is not me you're talking to, it's Destiny you're talking to. The guy you look up to, and you're like, so are you pro-ethical rape?
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking hell.
What about just genocidal maniacs? Should they be consistent? Please. Go.
The Universal Acid for $22.99 Aussie says, Vaush is doing the typical thing that socialists do when they get rich in a capitalist society. Only those who are richer than me are the bad capitalists.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bernie. Bernie fucking Sanders. That's you he's calling out there.
Totally.
Millionaires and billionaires. All those billionaires are a real problem. Let me retire to my
Exactly.
third house. Yeah, okay, Bernie.
Well, millionaires aren't that rich. Sorry,
Exactly.
Let's be realistic.
It's not the 1% that's the problem. It's the 0.001% that's the problem. Okay.
Yeah. New target.
Because I don't want to misrepresent you. You think it's good if people are consistent, even if that consistency has them following up and doing things which are unethical.
This is the fucking Twilight Zone here.
No, this is amazing, right? So to be consistent, what does that mean? That means to be consistent with your ethical principles.
Sure.
And then he gets to it, it's like, so that even if that consistency leads you to doing something unethical, how could being consistent with my ethical principles lead me to not following my ethical principles? But amazing.
Yes. It's quite the twist.
It's just fucking dumb.
I mean, I think it's good to be consistent, but I don't think it's good to do unethical things. I don't know how I'm supposed to answer this.
Okay, so
well, I mean, just a quick thing there. You're not. It's a fucking dumb trap because he's tried to create a distinction between two things that are the same thing.
Right.
Like, it's dishonest. And the thing is, I way too much credit, right? It would be dishonest in a smart person.
Well,
what it is Vaush encountering the Dunning-Kruger effect.
But even beyond that, it's totally irrelevant because Destiny is only saying his point that started this whole conversation is him calling socialists hypocrites.
Yeah, your ethical system.
He's not saying
somebody else's
they're
ethical
immoral
system.
for engaging in capitalism on that principle. He's saying they're immoral for being hypocrites. That's the entire basis of the conversation.
Vaush has set up an ethical system that we wouldn't even call an ethical system. No normal person would call this an ethical system. And he's doing it to press this weird consistency thing. No, dude, we're talking about you should be consistent with your stated principles, which everyone is going around saying are great principles that we should all be consistent with. It's not some fringe ethical system that you're pointing out here, Vaush.
Consistency is good, but unethical things are bad. I mean, I guess that's kind of tautological. So you think that lefties should, if they open a business, it should be like a co-op, revenue share, that kind of thing, because that's a more ethical. Okay, do you think that would be more ethical for anyone to do?
Not
Of course.
not necessarily, because I actually don't think the co-ops are like the. I don't think that's like the.
Or are we on the co-ops? Or are we? I thought we were just like a normal business, a co-op business.
No, co-op specifically.
If you are a lefty, then yeah, sure, you'll agree that that's more ethical than the alternative because that's what your ethical system is.
You have to be in two groups, though, Sargon. You know what is it? A Venn diagram. There's the lefty people, and then there's the stupid people, and it's where the stupid people and the lefty people, like that little. That's where you start a co-op. no smart person is going to start a co-op.
Best thing to do necessarily.
I can't imagine what would drive you to be so insistent on advocating that a group of people with a different set of political ideologies be consistent in a way that I don't think you fully understand to achieve an end that you don't even agree with. I actually can't fathom.
Now he's saying that, oh, it's good that I'm inconsistent because you don't really want us to achieve our goal anyway. He's pretty much just admitted what Sitch said. Like it's all just a farce. This is crazy.
Makes sense.
Fathom what roads we've walked. I look behind me and I see a maze.
Because
why can't we just talk about
it's
what's
so simple? Because if you're advocating for something and you don't live what you advocate for, it makes it feel like you don't actually care about what you're advocating for.
Saying that every single person who owns a business should turn that business into a worker co-op?
Yes.
Yes, I agree. Sargon?
I think he would probably say no. It's just that our system forbids the existence of worker co-ops, which it doesn't. So.
Oh, really?
I think that's what he said earlier. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
You
but
agree,
he said,
Sargon.
have you seen a lefty say that everyone that's a business owner is immoral?
Oh, yeah. I've seen, yeah, of course.
Right.
Leftist, socialist.
I have seen
not
leftists
lefty.
say it. Yeah, definitely.
And it's doubly ironic because the person that they were defending, that Vaush is defending, was Philosophy Tube, who we watched the video where Philosophy Tube made this fucking exact point.
Totally,
That even if you're an ethical, moral boss, you're still bad because you're still a fucking boss and you're still benefiting from wage slaves.
Exactly. Yeah. Even the good boss got penned as the terrible person.
Yeah.
Then
How many
call
people?
them out,
How many people?
not
Wait.
me.
How any?
This entire conversation says, call those people out, then not me. That's literally what Destiny was doing. He was specifically talking about PhilosophyTube. Vaush comes on to defend PhilosophyTube. He's like, well, why are you attacking me now? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Because you're only defending PhilosophyTube because he's part of the tribe. That's
exactly.
it. That's the only reason.
She.